What's up, guys? So, this past weekend, I came home to LA, to West Hollywood from the East Coast. I had a trip to the East Coast. And upon coming back, there was all this traffic coming back from the airport, and I was like, oh yeah, it's Gay Pride. And I had totally forgotten it, and it wasn't intentional that I left the weekend of Gay Pride. I just ended up traveling that week, and coming back, I was like, oh my god, this is a clusterfuck. I came back to my neighborhood, and there were people everywhere, and after I unpacked, I went to get groceries, and the supermarket was closed. A lot of local things were closed, like the gym was closed. Because the supermarket was closed, I tried to get food delivered. Nobody would deliver to my area. So I ended up walking around hoping to find food in the thick of the parade that was actually about to end. So I came at the tail end, which I guess is ideal for somebody like me who doesn't want to deal with crowds. But what happens when you deal with the tail end of a crowd like that and of a parade like that is just the remnants. And there was trash everywhere in the neighborhood, and people literally on my street, which is a very calm residential street in West Hollywood, people like puking on the sidewalk, like where I'm used to seeing people walk their dogs and where I just walk from my afternoon walk to lunch. People were just like in the bushes puking and just being really drunk and really disheveled. And I get that that's what happens with these events, and it's not just Gay Pride, right? Like Mardi Gras is like this too. People just coming through and drinking and doing drugs and partying and just trash everywhere. But the difference is Mardi Gras is not a political statement, and this is my issue with the whole Gay Pride thing. Like, obviously, I understand the importance of Gay Pride. I understand that it's a way to sort of shove in people's face, and I mean that in a good way. Like, we're not leaving. Like, gay people aren't gonna disappear. So it's a way to sort of fight against the tide that is one of shame, right? Like, you should be ashamed, you shouldn't be publicly gay. That's the whole point of Gay Pride, right? Like, I understand the purpose, I think it's important. But when you see that, when you see what I saw, and I was just grossed out by it, frankly, I only wonder what straight people's perception is when they see the same thing. And I don't think it's the best look for gay people. And I know that that's probably an unpopular opinion. But I feel like if we're really fighting for equality and to be respected and taken seriously and to be seen as multi-dimensional people like everybody else, I don't know that these parades where everybody's getting wasted and hanging out in like scantily clad outfits, I don't know that that's actually having a positive impact. And maybe I'm, the snooze fest, like maybe I'm taking it too seriously and it's just an event for people to loosen up and have fun. But again, that's like, I feel like that's what you do for Mardi Gras. I think Gay Pride, if we're really trying to accomplish something, I don't know that we're doing it. So those are just my 2 cents. And to be honest, I'm really glad I wasn't around for the whole parade. And seeing what I saw towards the end, I was like, is this really how we want to be represented? And maybe that's my own problem, that I take things seriously, but I'm always so cautiously aware of how I represent myself. Being gay, being from a mixed background, being an immigrant, I feel like I always have a responsibility to act a certain way. And it shouldn't be that way, right? Like, you should just be who you are and who you want to be. But I'm always so aware of perception and how I'm perceived. And I'm not saying that everybody on the planet or that everybody who's gay should be really self-conscious, but I'm just mindful of what people must think when they see these guys on floats in Speedos, waving rainbow flags and being ridiculous. Like, it's comical, it's like cute, it's effervescent, but I think it actually only hurts our agenda, which is to be taken seriously and to be seen as like real people. I wonder what you guys think. You guys always are very opinionated, and I'm wondering what you guys think. I'm not trying to be negative and be like, oh, Gay Pride sucks. Like, again, I think it's important to have this, and I have friends who are actually on the committee, out in New York City. So I recognize the importance of it. I understand that there's a lot of effort behind it and a lot of planning and logistics to get this to be a publicly recognized event to represent our minority group. But I guess I'm just disappointed at how it's handled. Let me know what you guys think.